Today seems like a great day for a ride because the weather is nice, the sun is shining, and there are no signs of rain. I hope the weather will be the same at my destination because I often experience good weather, only for it to suddenly rain. But I think that won't happen today. Right now, I'm with a colleague who is riding his Yamaha NMAX 155, and we're headed to the same place. Our bikes are keeping a good pace, but sometimes mine falls behind. However, I managed to catch up. We kept riding until we passed the entrance and exit of the diversion road. Further ahead, we passed a checkpoint at the foot of Musuan Peak. We continued, though the distance between us began to widen a bit, but I kept going until I approached a curve. This is one of my favorite curves, so I entered it a bit faster. Unfortunately, my bike couldn't handle the speed, and it wobbled while I was in the curve. This isn't the first time this has happened to me. In situations like this, all you need to do is ease off the accelerator and let the wobble settle until you regain control of the bike. That's exactly what I did. I slowed down to regain control and stop the wobbling. Fortunately, I was able to control my bike. At this point, we continued our ride as if nothing had happened. We passed by a 6-lane road, which was a pleasure to ride on because it was wide and traffic-free, making our journey quicker. We eventually passed by CMU, and the smooth, wide road continued, making our ride very smooth, especially with the nice weather. We continued our ride, and after a few minutes we passed by Dolagon. The road here was slightly uphill, and ahead it goes downhill, but it doesn't end there because up ahead there's a long climb. So we overtook the vehicles that we could pass, and we kept going. I got left behind a bit, so I sped up a little to catch up until we reached Pangantucan. Here, the road was wide, and there wasn't much traffic, so our speed increased, but the distance between us slowly grew. I kept riding until I caught up when we reached the entrance to Maramog, so our pace slowed down a bit. He was heading to Don Carlos while I was heading to Pangantucan, so he continued on Sayre Highway while I turned up ahead. At this point, I had reached Pangantucan, but this isn't the town center. I passed by a small bridge with a river underneath, and the water was very clean. I also rode on some rocky roads. After finishing what I came to do there, I headed back home because it was already noon, and I was getting hungry. I guess this is the end of our journey for now. If you made it to this part of the video, please give it a like and share it. And leave a comment about where you're from so I know how far this video reached. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next rides.